Let's talk pricing then. So in general, no confused person ever buys anything. So what you want to do is try to make sure that your pricing looks as simple and as clean as it possibly can be. If you've got lots of weird conditional things in there and things that are going to confuse people and work out, so they can't fully understand exactly how much it's going to cost them and what the financial implications are, that's never going to put people in a good state in order to go ahead, move forward and actually complete a purchase. So let's just try and keep things simple, and that's exactly what we've done with Better Proposals. So within the pricing tables feature, there's been so many different best practices within selling, presenting and writing proposals that's already built in, so you don't even have to worry about it. So let's explain from the top then the 4 different types of payments, if you like, or quoting tool that you can use. So the first is a single payment, so a one-off payment. Then you've got monthly, quarterly and annual pricing. So this means that if you're charging, say, $100 a year for something, they see it as $100 a year. It's nice and simple, it keeps things nice and clean. It also reflects that in your Better Proposals dashboard and pipeline as well, so you can see how much of your pipeline and revenue is made up of monthly fees and one-off fees, etc. So discounts. Discounting is something that you generally want to avoid, but it's a question that comes up quite a lot, so we thought we would cover it and build in a workaround for this. So the way that this works is that you generally don't want to be giving a discount for any real reason. It works in a supermarket, but it doesn't work so well in the service business. So you want to try and retain ownership over the service that you're offering. And if you have to provide a discount in order to win the business, that's fine, but you should own the final price. The final price shouldn't be, say for instance, $1,000 with a $200 discount to leave $800. You should just have the price be $800. You should try and do that whenever you're selling. But if you can't do that and you do have to put that financial number in there so that that person sees the discount, the best way to do this is simply add a new line item, call it discount, and then you simply type in a negative number. So in this instance, you would have, item number 1, $1,000, item number 2, discount, minus 200, and then it would leave a total figure of 800. That's discounting. Now, the other thing that people ask us an awful lot of is how to do things like hourly pricing, because we have monthly pricing and annual pricing. Why don't we have hourly? Now, in general, this is because it's a far more fractional thing, hourly pricing. And the best way to do this is use the quantities feature. So what you do is you simply say you have a service that's, say cold calling, for instance. You add cold calling and you'll say you're going to charge $20 an hour for it. So you'd add your line item for cold calling, you type in 20 an hour, and then you simply switch on quantities. So you click the little settings icon to the left hand side of the line item, switch on quantities, and then you can see on the right the different setups. So you just change the unit cost to 20, that's your hourly price, and then simply the number of hours that you want to do. Sometimes people want to put in let people know what the price will be, but don't want to commit to the number of hours. Now, the best thing to do here is we built a little hack in that if you set the price to zero and whatever your currency is, it doesn't actually display zero, it's blank. So if you're saying to somebody, okay, yes, you tell us how many hours it's going to be, but our price per hour is going to be X, the best way to do that is simply add in the line item, call it whatever you want to call it, and write that price in the little free text description, and then just put the price in as 0, and then it removes it completely. So it's not adding to the total because you don't have a fixed amount to actually add anything to, but you can still get that piece of information in there. So that's the basics on pricing tables, and I hope that helps you work out how to present your pricing in a cleaner and more concise manner.